Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I'm going to share with you some books that I've found recently. I don't know if I really want to call it a book haul, but kind of a book haul anyway. So hope everyone's doing well and has had a chance to do something creative. I did promise you during my lace haul video that I would show you the books that I picked up in Paris. So they're in the stack, and then some other things that I found at the flea market recently. So let's start with the old, but not really so old one that I found. Excuse me, I'm gonna get a sip of my coffee. If you've been watching me much, you may have heard me mention that I absolutely love black and white photography, and Ansel Adams is, a legend in black and white photography, especially landscape. Look at this crown cactus. Let's see. Oh, this one's shiny. We get him very much shine on this. A little bit. Sorry for the shine. Anyway, so I found this book of postcards at the Thieves Market, and I don't know how many are in here, but anyway, I was quite fascinated by that, and so I plan to do a project with that. I don't quite know what yet, but I do. And then also at the Thieves Market, I found this little book that I thought was going to be rules. Well, not rules. It is, oh, there's the wristband for that. It is recipes. Lots and lots and lots and lots of handwritten recipes. And some of them have dates on them from like 1965. So this one's 1975. So there's a mix in here, but I thought it was, I always love all this old handwriting. And the envelopes, reminds me of my childhood, and my grandma reminds me of my grandma Margie. So anyway, so lots of cool things in this book, and it, let's see, it was at the same, was it? Picked up 2 books from this booth, but I can't remember now. The Ansel, I think, yeah, the Ansel Adams ones was the other one. So, kind of a fun book. Falling all apart. I'm not sure this is the original middle to this book, but it kind of looks like it might have been. I don't know. So yeah, lots and lots of no rules, just desserts. And desserts, just recipes. Sorry, that last one I saw was a dessert, so my brain went to that. But also thought the cover is just wonderful and grungy, and so another project, I think. We'll see. Sometimes I struggle with taking apart recipe books. Now, let's see. The ones that I got in Paris. This is the one that I was telling you about. I think I told you about it anyway. That is the, it's like a catalog. It's not like, it is a catalog of chandeliers. And it's all in English, but it has Czechoslovakia here. So I imagine it must be Czechoslovakian glass, because I think they, at one time, I don't know if they still are, quite prolific. I guess the chandeliers are actually were manufactured in Czechoslovakia. So there's no, I don't remember finding a date in here anywhere, but that's all kind of cool stuff. But and the photographs are fabulous. But this vellum that's above each photograph is that why can I not think what it's called? Spiderweb. Thank you. Brain starting to work now. Is spiderweb vellum. And so there's lots of very cool photographs of the chandeliers. There's lots of this spiderweb vellum, which I had never seen anywhere before, other than on YouTube videos when other people have found it. So I couldn't resist that. So there's a whole book of it. So lots of projects to be made with that, and I'm not sure what I will do with the cover and the photographs, but You know, there doesn't kind of seem to be a black and white photo theme approaching. Here's the other little book that I got when I was in Paris. This was at the flea market in, I'm sure I'm going to say it wrong, Vanver, V-A-N-V-E-R, Vanver. Anyway, excuse my French, it's not very good. Actually, it's terrible. Let me get another sip of coffee. But I don't know if you can see this little imprint on here, because I didn't see this till after I had taken this back to the hotel. It's from a monastery, and so it's lessons, of course, what the cover, but then the handwriting is what, as soon as I opened it, I snapped it shut and held on tightly to it so as it would not get away from me. Yeah, it's all done with this beautiful, beautiful handwriting, you know, and it's full, completely full. I think they're lessons, but yeah, that just, I could not resist. I had been really good at that flea market. I hadn't looked at any books really, and I had only looked at a few paper things, which were really too expensive for what they were. Well, for me, for my use. I'm sure they know their value. That's what the people do for a living, most of them. So, but this was, I thought, too good to pass up, and the price was not bad. I think I paid 20 euros for the 2 books, which may be a little bit too much. Not for this one, certainly. And there are some pages that removed from the back, but there's still lots of pages in it. So, and the cover is just exquisite. It's in almost perfect condition. A little wear on the edges, but oh, so beautiful. Anyway, so those were my 2 finds from my time in Paris. And this one also came from the Thieves Market. Let me get another sip of my coffee. Sorry. I haven't talked much today, so. And this is one of those like vacation kind of photo books from Santa Cruz, California. But I thought it was in beautiful shape. And I had seen it before and not picked it up. It must have been a Christmas present, because it says to Doodoo from Ernie. So I don't know what that means. Obviously meant something to them. Love these little blue photo corners. Let me see. We're probably going to get a ton of glare on this too. Oh, not too bad. A little bit. But this was one of my favorite vendors at the Thieves Market. And this was the only thing in his booth that I was interested in. So I picked it up. And it's absolutely full of just fun photographs. You know, the posed photos. But also just, you know, like fun. There's the dog and lots of pictures of the dog. Then they also have these little gold corners. So there's obviously over time and variety. More of the dog, some snow, lady with her cat. So I thought this was really great fun. Let's see, is this? Oh, this is Ernie. So this is the person who gave the book to Dodo, which I'm going to guess is probably maybe one of these ladies that's in here. He's got his guitar there and his fancy shirt. So I'm sure there's a wonderful story behind this. Oops, sorry, my stomach growling. You know, some pictures from during the war. Picture of the cow. There's some clippings in here. So I thought it was a nice find, and like I said, he's one of my favorite vendors at the Thieves Market. Look at this. Hubert Perry and Howard Wright. This sweet picture of a lady and her baby. And I love the effect around the photo. I think that's the photo falling, not coming apart, but deteriorating, but it was a really cool effect. So anyway, so it's just chock full of fun Apparently the cows' names are Cookie and Nancy. Nancy? I think Nancy. One of the photos had a date on 1947. This one's 1940. Lassie and Me, 1947. That's the doggy. Here's Ernie again in his duds, his Western duds. So, oh, the Pacific Ocean. Oh, that's a cool picture. Here's Ernie again, calling himself Oklahoma Slim. I guess I should look online and see if there's anything that comes up under that. But lots of, you know, friends and family and just kind of fun photos in this. So I'm sure I will use some of these. And I think I might also use the photo album cover because it has been, the leather has been replaced. Well, this one's 1927. I love these old photos with the little frame around them. I don't see those very often. There's Arlene, 1947, and she's got her head stuck in the car. I don't know what she's doing. Hiding from having her picture taken, probably. Oh, yes. Well, here we go. Lots of great photos. Oh, there's Ernie again. There's a covered bridge. Oh, there's a Christmas card. Let's see, from Frank to Carrie and Ollie. Oh, there's Ernie again. Same guitar, different clothes. Oh, and here's a lady all dressed up in her Western clothes and with her guitar. And it said, "Yodeling yours, Ella." 25 in this little tiny photo. Wasn't that cool? It's almost like a postage stamp. That's neat. I don't think I've ever seen one like that before. There's another bigger photo. Here's some more of Oklahoma Slim. And yeah. So see, hopefully you can see this one of the baby with the boot. I think the boot is probably for scale, so you can see how big the baby was. And then a couple more. And the cover's still in really good condition, and the leather has been replaced, which you can tell because it's only tied through 2 holes instead of 3. But I thought it was pretty cool. The front is more suede-y, and this is more, if it's leather or just, I think probably maybe paper that's made to look like leather, so maybe the back is new too. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Here's my book. I hesitate to call it a haul, but yeah, my book haul from all my recent things. So hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Make a comment if you'd like. Which book is your favorite, or what would you do with the photo album? I'd love to hear what you think about that. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And so for now, I will say bye-bye.